If you think you know what it's like to be dead, if you think it's just an eternity of music and happiness, well, think again. Ever hear the saying life goes on? It does. Take it from me. I've been dead for just over a year. Hi, my name is Sabo, and I'll be giving a book review / presentation on this book, Shimmer, by Alyson Noël. Well, to start off, at the beginning of this video were words spoken by our main character, Riley. Riley is a 12-year-old female who has died in a car crash, and now she's has the responsibility of being a soul catcher. She's been chosen to be a soul catcher. A soul catcher's job is basically to transport all the dead souls, remaining souls in the universe, and transport them into the afterlife, which I guess you could say is heaven also. This is not all fun and games for 12-year-old Riley. She's faced with many setbacks and obstacles, and I guess one of the obstacles you could say is Rebecca right here, the story's antagonist. Rebecca is not to play with, I promise you that. So, things don't go Riley's way, I guess you could say, but she gets some help along the way, which are her friends, Buttercup and Bodhi. And the next clip is just like a little insight to the other characters in the story. So as the YouTuber would say, let's get right into the next clip.
We all stay really busy here in the afterlife. My dog Buttercup, my friend Bodhi, and I try to help souls. Like, there's this girl named Rebecca. She's a ghost who's really mad and out for revenge. I'm trying to help her forgive and move on, but if I get too close, will I be trapped too?
As mentioned in the previous clip, Riley states, I am trying to help her forgive and move on, but if I become too close, will I be trapped too? This, moreover, serves as a central idea in the story when Riley first meets Rebecca at the beach. So Riley is having a normal day at the beach with her friends Buttercup and Bodhi. And just as a reminder, Buttercup is a dog. So Buttercup gets lured in with a tree by a stranger, and the stranger we learned of course, is Rebecca. So now Rebecca is a ghost girl, I guess you could say. She has died in a slave revolt, and she's out to get revenge. So to do this, she wants to capture Riley and her friends as one of her goals in her revenge plan, I guess you could say. So she lures in Bodhi and Buttercup with a treat. Buttercup, of course, falls for it because he is a dog. So now you have Buttercup and Bodhi in the hands of evil Rebecca. And Rebecca does not play. When she wants something, she goes out to get it, and she's most definitely going to keep it. So you have Riley, 12-year-old Riley, her friends are gone, in the hands of Rebecca. What should she do now? She doesn't do much, I guess you could say, but she does get help along the way. And now I'll introduce Prince Kanta. Prince Kanta is a 25-year-old prince who, moreover, died in the slave revolt. And just as a friendly reminder, everyone in this book is dead. Crazy, I know. This book is just set in this type of fantasy environment, and we'll have to go with it, right? Anyways, Prince Kanta provides the necessary clues and tips to help find Bodhi and Buttercup. And now, at this point of the story, takes us into a much deeper meaning behind the actual storyline. And here are just some of the themes. The first one states, not everything is what it looks like. When Buttercup and Bodhi were lured in by a treat, they had no clue of what was actually going on, and they ended up in the evil hands of Rebecca. And the second one states, never hold a grudge. Rebecca is a ghost girl, like I mentioned before, and she's out to get revenge. She has so much hatred in her heart and negativity that she can't let out until she does what she wants, which is not necessarily good at all times. In other words, she does let her anger and all her emotions control her, which significantly drives the plot of the story. After a long and strenuous 3-day journey, Bodhi and Buttercup have been found. And now, Riley, being the soul catcher she is, she now has to transport all the dead souls remaining on this earth and transfer them into the afterlife. And now, she faces her biggest obstacle yet, Rebecca, once again. she has to transfer Rebecca into the afterlife. The question is, can this little 12-year-old girl achieve such a task? The answer is yes, she can. Through the help of her friends and the bravery and courage she gradually develops throughout the storyline, she's able to do so. Moving right along, I would like to mention why I would recommend this book. For starters, I cannot put this book down. I am not a reader, I don't usually read, but this book, I finished it all in one day and it was most definitely worth my time. Secondly, the characters in this book are interesting and entertaining. The problem in the story is exciting and unpredictable. The author uses extreme descriptive language that is fun to read. The book is moreover part of a series and you would want to get your friends interested in the series as well. Moving right along, this was a great book to read. I could relate to it in a couple of ways, and I'd moreover say this was a great book because it reminded me of a specific song named Rise Up by Andra Day. I say this because Rise Up talks about overcoming the struggles in life and obstacles and basically rising up to the occasion and being fearless and powerful. Riley, you could see this in Riley, of course, because she overcome her main obstacles in this book and she basically rose up to the occasion and at the end did what was best for everyone and her. Okay. I specifically chose this book to read because at the beginning of this summer I was going through something and I heard of this book. A friend actually recommended it for me, and she basically explained to me how there was this little girl, how she rose up to the occasion and overcame all her obstacles. So I guess I wanted to relate in that fashion as well. So I picked it up and started reading, and I could never put it down. I would definitely recommend teaching this in school as well because there are many young teenagers my age who go through stuff as well, who need a shoulder to lean on, but we don't necessarily have that. So the closest thing I guess we could pick up for help is a book. So Shimmer by Alyson Noël was a great book to read, and I would definitely rate it 5 stars. And this concludes the end of my presentation.